Welcome back to Big Mama's house, y'all. Back here today, someday in May. Who knows when we'll get this uploaded, but it is still May. And I'm here with the whole fam. And we're just kind of have a little chat and see what got going on today. Everybody want to say hi?
Hi.
So, first thing on the list today, we're going to pick on Mallow.
Why you do this to me? My baby.
No,
Yes.
you're not baby.
I am baby.
No, you're not baby.
But you have an obsession with buying coffee cups. You don't drink coffee.
Or use them.
Look, they have characters that I enjoy, and when I see them, they spark joy, so I buy them. And I may not drink coffee, but Papa does, and he uses them for his coffee. So you know what? They have use. They have value. Thank you, Molly.
I just use the same cups all the time.
We got multiple My Hero Academia cups. We have Legend of Zelda ones, Mario ones, and
Mom, dad, sister, puppy, cats.
We
and
don't have Tiger coffee cups yet. We need to get Tiger coffee cups.
I can work on that.
but you don't use any of them. If she gets a soda, she just drinks it out of the can or like the water bottle. She doesn't drink coffee or any juice.
Well, here's the thing, okay? And we love you for wanting to give gifts and little thoughtful things and all that. No one's dissing you for that. But it's the fact that, okay, we've been packing for over a year now because hopefully we would love to move somewhere nicer, bigger, better, all that. And so in storage, packed, we have about 20 of your cups. And now, even though after we've packed all of them, except for the ones that we need for the daily, now the cabinet is full of coffee cups again.
And that shit gets heavy when you go to move it.
Yeah.
So,
I cannot defend myself, but at the same time, I vehemently am defensive over my coffee cups. They are nothing but my precious little collection. They spark joy.
and you know what? Sometimes, y'all, that is all that matters. If you got something in your life, like I like carousel horses, Papa,
I really don't have anything I like as far as collecting.
that's not true.
What do I have?
Eagles,
Well, yeah, but
Phillies.
clothes that I wear.
isn't
But I don't let them sit around.
We collect, functional things.
Ties.
Well, I don't have to wear ties
Yeah,
anymore.
pretty close.
But yeah,
Yeah.
ties, dress shirts. Yeah, I don't really have that job anymore. Wearing a tie needed. So
What about you? What do you collect over there, Tiger? Anything special?
And dragon stuff.
I have some dragon stuff. My roommate helped me get a few things. I don't really have a whole lot of collections though. Most of the stuff that I go for is digital.
You collect Google Chrome ad blockers.
memes. You collect memes and send them
I
to
do.
Blizzard.
68 of them.
Oh, I have that. I have so many more right now. So many more.
Liz used to collect a Mellow Pony.
That
Yes.
was before the show ended. I have no need to collect them anymore.
Now she threw them all away and gave them away.
No, they're in storage.
Oh, in storage. Okay.
I have like over 300 My Little Pony cards.
I forgot this one. I do collect Santas.
Yes, you do.
Anything with Santa Claus on it, I collect.
Christmas
stuff.
lights,
Yeah.
any decorations, really. He's obsessed with
All
Christmas.
ornaments we've ever amassed over the past 20 years.
Oh, no, my entire life. I've got stuff from before I was born. The ornaments.
I think it's because Dad's parents didn't let him bring any of the ornaments with him, so he has to collect it all down here. It's a hoard now.
Well, before you and I met, you didn't really have anything.
A garbage bag full of clothes.
It was a half a garbage
Yeah,
bag.
we talked about last episode.
Just to be clear.
It's gonna be off topic, but what was Christmas decorating like before you moved here?
Oh, my parents were big into it.
So it's a generational thing.
It is.
But you didn't get to pick stuff. You just did what they wanted, right?
Well, back in the day, Christmas lights lasted forever.
Yeah.
So we had the same lights. We had the same Christmas tree. The lights never.
Lights every year?
No. The lights on the tree, maybe a bulb here and there, but you didn't have to actually buy a whole string or a whole different tree for it to work. So we had the same tree, the same lights.
No, but I meant did you get to have stuff that was yours that you would put up?
I never. Probably stuff from school. You know, like with me and my brother sitting on Santa's lap, that kind of stuff, onto a ball.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, that's it. I never really bought any other Christmas ornaments back when I was younger.
And since you and I have been together, every year we get a family ornament. And we thought, because back in the day we were young and broke and didn't have much. And we thought, oh, well, that'd be nice, just a way to like have a yearly reminder of what's going on that year. And now we have so many ornaments that the tree is just big and full and lovely. And
Used to be we had to use the old plastic bulbs, you know, the generic decoration, but usually they have to be put aside now for all the unique ornaments.
They go in the back while the new good ones go in the front.
we've got My Little Pony, we've got Elvis, we've got Harry Potter,
Transformers, Star Wars.
we've got ones for our puppies and our kitties.
Yeah.
We
one
gotta
from
get
the,
one for Tiger this year. That's what we
We
need.
got one from the fair.
Yes, got one from the fair we went to finally after hearing about it
We
for
got
19
poker
years.
cards.
Yep.
Yeah, that was from my friend Sarah. One year we went to her house for a Christmas party or something, and she had made those for everybody as a little.
Maybe that's where
Yes.
my obsession with poker cards and poker stuff came from.
And you collect decks of cards.
Yeah,
Right, Lizard?
I have gold foiled ones. I have ones from that are based on different states. I have Windows Error poker cards.
Ones that are so tiny, they're only like a quarter of an inch big.
They're literally smaller than a quarter and a full pack of cards. I got one of my first ones that I actually started collecting them for is because my sister got me cyberpunk poker cards, and they were really cool. And then that's how I got stuck in the rabbit hole of how many different poker cards styles there are.
You're welcome. Join me in my obsession.
And then our mom's uncle gave me these gold foil ones that he got on his cruise, and that just again went down the rabbit hole.
Yep. So, switching topics a little bit. Last night, Papa and I went on a date, went to dinner, and we've only been to this restaurant. This is the second time.
Yeah. First time was awesome.
Yeah,
Great.
it was great. But this time, I swear, okay, we ordered a nice little steak.
Yeah.
And I ordered fried chicken.
It was payday.
I mean, it's not a really expensive place. We're pretty cheap dates these days. But, it's important, I think, to spend time on each other in a marriage and in a relationship. Kind of like you guys come up or go down to visit each other to hang out. But spending time together is important. And, but it took 45 minutes for fried chicken. And I know because I've worked in restaurants, Papa's worked in restaurants. I know in my gut and my heart, someone took my chicken and they had to remake it. Whether it was our waitress or another waitress who thought it was theirs, I don't know. But we were going to sing karaoke after.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only from 7 to 11. And we thought we had plenty of time. But we should have been there by 6:30. Am I right? But no.
You're right.
We walked in there right at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I only got to eat one piece of my chicken because we were in a hurry and had to go. And it was just like...
No, the waitress was fine.
Oh, yeah. She was very apologetic. She felt bad. You could tell her every time she'd walk by us, she'd give us this little face like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I believe she was worried about her tip.
Oh, well, who wouldn't be?
Yeah.
Because it's not her fault if the
Well,
kid didn't
true.
screwed up or someone took her, unless she's the one that gave it away.
And she felt bad.
Yeah. But still, if that were the fact, I would have beat her ass. Because that is not okay.
I don't think she did that.
I don't either. Because she seemed really, upset about it.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Any, weird things like that? Like restaurant stuff, experiences?
Maybe you got root beer. Anything weird?
No.
I mean, so we had like 5 drinks, and this is just a tiny nitpick, but they were gonna hand us to the drinks one by one, even though you could clearly see there's only 3 of us in the car, and I was like, "Can I have a drink carrier, please?"
I hate that. Why do they make you ask for it when you have a bunch of drinks?
Mickey D's does that a lot.
Yeah, I Honestly, I hate that.
Honestly, newer cars come with so many cup holders that they might be like, oh, we got enough. Each person's gonna have like enough cup holders.
But in defense of the fast food worker with the drink carrier, all right, it is a pain in the butt. Put the drinks in drink carrier.
I completely understand. Just, like, we also got food. We don't have that many hands. There's three of us in the car. I'm driving, one's in pain, and the other's in the back seat.
That sounds like white people problems.
It is white people problems.
More than likely, what I'm worried about what happened is brain goes off, autopilot. This is what they say. This is what I type in, and just trying to get everyone in and out as quick as they can. Because most places these days are timed, and how long someone's in the drive-through, how long.
Oh, it's always been timed.
Oh, is it?
It's always been timed.
Okay.
Yeah, because
But now they cheat.
And they
Right.
park you.
They park you to make the times look better
Mm-hmm.
than what they are. So they park you and they leave you sit at park for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the timer doesn't go up. All right. Which to me is cheating the system.
It is.
And so, I mean, it's not fast food anymore. You can go to a sit down restaurant, and get food just as quick as that.
Unless you order fried chicken.
True.
Wait, are we allowed to say, like, restaurant names in this?
yeah, it's fine.
We discussed that large chains are fine, just not local businesses, so that people
I
won't
found-
know exactly where we are.
I found out that our brother doesn't have a Sonic or CC's where he used to live.
I just want to make sure, geez, because I want to talk, shit about Steak and Shake. Every time you go in there, it's an hour-long, like...
Terrible service, and
That's
every
a multi-state thing, though.
and I get sick every time I eat there. Every time. Every time,
We
yeah.
used to go there a lot, like especially like
That was our place.
Well, before COVID, it was fine.
Yeah.
No, what our place was Ryan's. I will never forget that.
Well, that's been gone for what, a decade now.
Here, that
But
was
yes,
like-
Ryan's needs to come back.
I don't think
the
there's
waitresses were awesome. It was just,
Do you know what a Ryan's is?
No, but I would love to see a steak.
You're the buffet place.
Shakey's.
I don't know what a shake.
What's a shake?
Oh, it's a restaurant that used to be throughout the U.S. And
I never heard of Shakey's.
they had like some of the best burgers, and they had these potato wedge thingies they called Mojo Store. Absolutely amazing.
So was it like a upper Midwest?
They've been out of like California, Texas,
Oh, so
mostly like a
so it's
local
west.
thing.
West too.
But for some reason, my home state had one, and it was my favorite.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So last night, after we finally got all our food and we ate, and we went to the karaoke place. It was a good time. I mean, we love going there. It's small. The people are friendly. The drinks are affordable. And you get to sing a lot, which
Yep.
is what we go for. But there was this lady there, and I didn't pay any attention to her at first because, I was on a date with my husband.
Yeah.
But I went to the bathroom, and as soon as I was in there, they were like right behind, her and her friend were right behind me. And I didn't know what was going on because I saw feet under the stall next to me and then feet in front of her in the stall. And I'm like, okay, is
that.
right? I'm like, is this like a porno getting ready to happen right here? Like, what's happening?
Or like a really bad horror movie starting. The first kill is gonna be in the bathroom.
Oh, geez, that would be terrible to die that way in the bathroom. But she was crying, and like I was trying to mind my business. I'm not one to get into other people's stuff, but I heard her saying something about her kid, and she was probably my age, a little bit older. Her kid's probably somewhere around Mallow's age. Little, maybe a little older. I don't know exactly. I don't know the lady. I don't know the situation, but I felt really, really bad because she was just sobbing her heart out, and I can't do that. I can't just leave somebody like that. So even though we're from Missouri, I was like, honey, I don't know you from Adam, and I'm sorry if I'm being a creep, but I gotta give you a hug. And I was like, we've been there up until like a year and a half ago or so. Our oldest daughter gave us hell for like a decade. Okay,
It's been more than at least a year ago.
what I'm talking about since you grew up, really started maturing, becoming an adult. You know what I mean? And I said, and it's made us so proud because she had to overcome so much to get here. And I was like,
Birth at the start.
you feel like giving up, but hang in there. And I was like, I know nobody can break your heart like your kids, but you know, hopefully she'll come around. And she just like hugged me so hard, and she was like, I hope so, I hope so, I don't know what to do. And I felt bad, and she just was crying all night in the bar, you know. And so before we left, I gave her another hug, and I was like, I'm gonna pray for you and your family. And she held on to me, and she was like, thank you, we really, really need it. And to me, I mean, yes, it was date night, and I'm not one to bug in other people's business, but it's kind of like why we're all here. You know, people sometimes they need somebody. You know, you don't know what difference you can make to somebody, you know, until, you know, you're in that moment. Anybody else ever had anything like that happen?
No.
At my work, every so often, I do run into people who cry in the bathroom.
That's because they hate their job.
No, because they have to go to their job despite anything that's going on. Because just recently, one of my coworkers lost her mother, and my job only allows 2 days of bereavement leave. So even though it was fresh in her mind and just there was a whole situation behind it, she still had to come to work and just. I don't even think when she came in, she actually worked at all or clocked in. She just kind of sat there glazed and just wandered around. Like, despite everything, you just gotta keep moving forward. And I've had, several conversations about it because I'm kind of like, Mom, I can't really stop myself. If I hear crying, I'm kind of like, are you okay? Can I get anything for you? I have no idea what I'm doing here, but I can do the best to help you. And I've heard so much from cheating to pregnancy to trying being, kicked out of their homes. And I'm like, how are you still existing here? I'd be like elsewhere. I'd be in that bar. I'd be like that lady in the bar crying.
Right?
I always had this one story that when I was working in a retail company, this lady came in to buy, I don't remember the amount, but an absolute ton of money on gift cards. And one of the things that they always drill into your head is be careful people doing multiple gift cards, large amounts, anything like that.
Fraud.
Because, yes, fraud. And this lady had someone pretending to be the IRS on the phone with her, completely convinced she was going to be arrested if she did not get this money and send it to them through I think it was like an in-store gift card. And as soon as I got my manager over and we started talking with her, she just had a complete breakdown, just tears she couldn't stand. She was thoroughly convinced she was going to go to jail because we refused to sell her the gift card. They had to call both the police and the ambulance to come in, talk with her, and to get the information of these scammers trying to steal her money. And she wasn't much older than Mallow is. She had to be in her mid-20s at the time.
Oh wow.
It,
I
it,
hate people who scam. It's like if we used half that power and that energy for doing something good, all the world would be a so much better place instead of all these scamming assholes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well,
I do have one other thing.
yeah.
It's not about helping people.
Huh.
It's about people who don't use their driver's turn signal. Okay.
Oh my.
I have come across that a couple times today. Is Mallow one of those people?
No, I always use my turn signal. I hate them too.
Oh, okay.
I saw you laughing. I thought you were one who did it.
Because I immediately.
But for a quick rant, okay, it's just like, it causes a lot of accidents when you don't use your turn signal.
Yeah.
Okay. And also, if you go too slow on the highway, that causes accidents too. So if you're one of those people out there listening, wise up. Use your turn signal and speed up. That's your public announcement for today.
I can add on to that.
Yes.
Okay, so this is mostly I'm only this in town because that's only when I drive in town. But then like it's 40 miles per hour down this one street, and they're going like 25. And I know for a fact they aren't from around here. If they were around here, they'd probably be going 45 or 50 down that road.
Yep.
But it's just like if you don't know where you're going,
Four ways.
why
Get in the slow lane.
No, this is only like lane going that way and going that way because this is like down
Main Street.
Main
Street.
Yeah, more on Main Street toward McDonald's. It's 40 miles per hour toward McDonald's.
It's 25 down there. You just
No. I know. I've seen the.
Past the hospital.
it's the okay.
Yeah. And so it's like, kind of like the way back from McDonald's, and they're going like 25, 30 at most. And I'm like,
There's a lot of old people in this town too, and they all drive so slow.
move to Florida. Move to Florida.
Get out of my state. Get
That's
out.
your public service announcement from Lizard.
Like, I don't understand why they gotta go so slow. Like, if they don't know where you're going, just pull over and figure it out.
Pull over and figure it out.
Speaking of driving,
I got McDonald's for my mom in the car. You're gonna make a good.
yeah, I want my food hot. Just joking.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
this summer, we're going to be doing a little bit of driving, doing some family things. I know where we want to go to the zoo.
I wouldn't mind going and trying out the aquarium. There's an aquarium up in the city.
Isn't it part of the zoo?
No.
No, it's a completely separate thing with its own.
It just costs money to get in, though.
Since when do we have an aquarium?
It's up in the city.
Yeah, it's up in the city. We were doing research for things to do as sibling time, and if you want to go and
It's an
I want
inside,
to go to the
it's
aquarium.
an inside aquarium thing. I think it's like 25 per person.
Aquariums are crazy expensive.
I know, but
I hope
like
they-
at least for once, like
But
the memory of it.
They got more of a water bill in the zoo, though. They got a bigger water bill.
Oh, that'd be ugly.
At the zoo, they do have the little stingray pool, and you get to pet them and feed them. And they've got wasn't it baby sharks too?
Nurse sharks.
Yeah.
Like hammerhead sharks, weren't they?
Yeah, they're the ones that don't bite you or
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah, you can feed them and touch them, and they come up, and it's so cool. They just like glide right over your hand and eat out of your
I
hand.
didn't want to leave there. I felt like a kid again.
Yeah.
I don't care if they bite me. I just want to.
No, we went for Lizard's 18th birthday.
No.
Or graduation. Yeah, sorry, graduation. Which we were 18, right?
They thought I was like underage.
And to get into this area, okay,
No. If you're 14 and under, you're not allowed to wander the zoo without an adult.
well, yeah, they don't want kids running around being assholes.
Show my ID to zookeepers to prove that
Many zookeepers.
3 different ones.
And they kept coming up to her saying, "Are you with someone? Are you lost? Do you need help?" Because she looks like she's 12.
And I'm like, I just graduated high school.
How much you want to bet we're gonna have that problem again?
No. I will put on makeup. I will wear the boots.
Okay.
I will add to my height.
I'm just gonna start.
Looks 14 now.
I'm gonna start going up to zookeepers. saying, "Hey, and I don't think
There's an unattended minor over there.
And then weren't you just to get like food or something? Wasn't it?
It was in the stingray
You
area.
wanted to get food from the stingray.
The opposite end of the pool from you guys to because Dow
Oh.
was just attracting all the sharks, and I want to get some stingrays.
Yeah, they kept following him.
We pop a shark.
Shark whisperer.
That's why we bought you that shark shirt that day. Even though it doesn't fit.
I actually have a stuffed stingray at my that I got from that day too.
Yes, you do. Stinger.
But yeah, I mean that's one of the things we want to do,
Yes.
and maybe we could even do a podcast from there.
Maybe, yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
And we love going to the dog park with our little fuzzy friends. I know it's dumb, but it's free. And because where we live, they have to be, on leashes or like
Right.
chained up when they go out. And so they don't ever get any freedom. And so just seeing them, these little tiny, little furry people running around free, and the happiness on their little faces.
2 chihuahuas, one half dachshund, just like
A Chiweenie. Just.
And sometimes Matilda goes with us, Mallow's kitty. She likes to go to the park.
dog.
She's a weird dog.
We have taken Whiskers before too, which is Lizard's cat. I'm saying we've taken her before though, but she doesn't like it.
It's not good outside.
Ellie's gonna go once we get her shots, but
Molly is very independent.
yeah, she at home, she's kind of nervous. She's very protective. She doesn't leave my side, but at the park, I don't exist, and I think that's amazing.
I think for the first 15 minutes, then she realizes, oh, mom's there.
And they come back and
And
check
go
on
back.
me, and then they go back again. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. And then the pool, we love the pool. We try to go every weekend.
I'd like to make an ad lib to that. They like the pool. I am not a pool person. I'm not a water person. I don't like swimming for fun.
Nor does she like the sun.
I don't like just sitting in water. It's not a fun experience. I think it's very boring. I think it's the lamest thing you could possibly do.
Breaking my heart over here.
Me too.
Mama and sister, like even Papa just likes just being in the sun, sunbathing, just being in the pool. I'm not a water person. I've never.
That's just the ocean.
No, I didn't even like the ocean. I just put.
Because you got knocked over.
I got.
Very,
It,
very
it, it wasn't about them being knocked over. You have to be knocked over the ocean by once. It's about the experience. I wouldn't want to be just at the ocean. Is it pretty? Yes.
But-
It's not my mom.
So you're not coming to Hawaii with us when we move?
I would be probably on the inland for the mountain part.
You can't
Okay.
climb mountains anymore, Precious.
Well, too bad. It's either that or I'm just going to stay at the house depressed.
Okay, I've got a question then for you. Would you want to get your scuba diving certificate?
No, I don't like water.
Even if you could like
No,
be
'cause, like,
doing
you can go
something and
into the
looking
water.
at it.
So we went scuba dive. We went like about on sea turtles. I hated the experience. Was it nice to see sea turtles? Yes. Was that experience being in the ocean? Yes. Did I like it? No. It was not my top 10 things of Maui that I enjoyed.
Okay.
What was the top 10?
Shaved ice was number 1.
Walking with Dad to get shaved ice in the morning.
Yes.
That it really was amazing.
And bringing back the shaved ice half melted
We
To
went
Mama.
to Mama.
a mile there and back, so 2 miles completely, and that was my favorite part. Was the beach pretty? Yeah, but
What about the luau?
that was like number 2.
Oh, okay.
Maui was amazing. We need to go
The
back.
ocean was not on my top 10.
Tiger, what's your feelings on pools and swimming and the like?
You know his feelings.
Oh.
Let the world know.
I'm not much of a pool itself person. I burn way too easily. Like
Me too.
You're partially ginger, so that makes sense.
um, so I'm one of those. I will typically just stay on the side of the pool because I don't want to have to nurse a 2nd or 3rd degree burn I got from being out of the water for half an hour.
Do you soak your feet?
Generally, no. That said, I do want to go scuba diving. I want to go swimming with the sharks.
We'll have someone too.
So is this going to be the three of us at the pool all summer?
He seemed really excited about the tiger sanctuary that's nearby.
Yeah. I like animals that could potentially kill me. I need to go up and pet them.
A certain landmark because it kind of like reveal our location, but I want to take, these two back up to the city so we can go back into a particular location.
Hmm.
I will hate it though. I don't like heights.
I got it. Okay, what else? Does anybody else have any thoughts about what to do this summer? Like, I mean, obviously we're all on a budget.
Can we go see the giant rocks?
Yeah.
The rocks.
No, we cannot go see the rocks because we thought you broke your wrist.
I can't run this time. So
It doesn't matter. Every time you're within 10 feet of those rocks, you come home injured.
I can't run
We
though.
can drive.
Yeah, we're like,
Don't run, lizard. Don't run.
I can't run. So
and what does Lizard do? She runs.
I can't run
You
anymore.
get this travel.
That's why she got the name lizard.
Judge, I promise you, I won't commit arson again.
But you know what? That's how she got the name lizard, because up until she's had these issues with, like I have with the pain, she never walked anywhere. She would always
She was little, yeah.
always 20 feet ahead of us, and we're like, slow down, lizard, get back here, wait for us.
Listen, I never said I wouldn't climb the rocks. I said I wouldn't run on the rocks.
Remember the time she got lost at Disney World?
Yeah, because you don't listen.
No, in my okay, so Disney
In
World.
my defense.
Okay, so mom and pops stayed behind in a restaurant while we went into like this little Aztec temple doing the Kim Possible
Which was
thing.
right next door.
We were right next door, and they never told us that they were going to go inside and follow us after. I thought they were staying outside at the restaurant, so I finished the Kim Possible thing before sister did. So I went back outside to go see them, and they were gone. And I was just like, okay, where did they go? Because I thought they said come outside to meet them after we're done. So I just stayed there.
Which was what we had told them to do.
And she did right.
Because if you get lost, just stay where you're at. We will find you.
There's like this little pole column thing. So I just kind of started circling the pole. I was doing this little song that people were watching me like circle the pole, circle the pole, circle the pole. Because there wasn't any like trees nearby. We're in like Epcot. It was like a circle.
And you were
Was
what,
up top,
like
yeah.
8 years old?
Yeah, like I saw Donald Duck and he waved at me like, hey, and then he went back to his thing. I'm like, Like they'll
Like,
find me.
I saw a lost child and decided, you know what, that's not my problem.
And
So she
remember,
wasn't lost. We were.
Lizard's always been small. Okay, so even though she was 8, she probably looked a little bit younger.
5.
And so all these people looking at this like child just circling a pole without anybody
I've
around.
been right. It was also in 2011, so I would have been 10. I probably looked 8.
They were looking, what's that 5-year-old doing? Singing circle the poles.
And then
pole.
and thing is though is that they came out of the temple thing and they found me immediately because I was just like I asked at the restaurant.
Right outside the door. Where that
I was just waiting. Like I was like they'll eventually figure it out. Like I didn't want to go back inside the temple because it was like huge inside, and I feel like if I went back inside, it'd be harder to find
we'd
me.
be circling each other.
Didn't we?
That you're lost to this day.
Wasn't that when we were having like a meal with the princes or something? Wasn't that?
Well,
No,
that was after.
That was
Yeah, that was that night.
okay.
Yeah, no, this is when yeah, we were having lunch at that little stand right outside that temple thing.
Type thing.
And so like when we came out, she was just right there in front of the door.
Then
But thankfully.
servants remember the Norwegian.
That was later on that night, Adrian. About sister.
Even then, you were what, 12, 13, something like that? And she had a crush on this really, really cute Norwegian waiter at the princess dinner. And so, being the good, awesome mother I am, I was like, hey, can you get a picture with my daughter? She thinks you're cute. And he did.
It's probably not like the first time.
Mouse was watching him. He had to do it against his will, or he would never see it.
Okay, so well, that was one of the top things I loved about. Like, we went on the test track 10,000 times, but my favorite things was meeting Mickey and Minnie Mouse.
Yes, that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was
That was one of the last.
And
things.
because we went in December, they were like in their Christmas gear, weren't they? They're all dressed up with their bow tie and a dress.
So like the same week as my birthday. And a fun fact, sister's birthday, Mallow's is 2 months before mine, but she got jealous, and so she's like, "Well, can I say it's my birthday too?" And they also gave her a birthday badge.
And every time an employee there sees somebody with one of those, they stop and say, "Well, happy birthday." And yeah, so she was like, I want to be special too.
That's special.
He's something.
So all these fun things we want to do together now that Tiger is finally with us kind of brings up an interesting thing. Guilty pleasures. Like, we all have things we like to do and things that, like, maybe we're embarrassed that we enjoy. I know what Papa's is.
What's that?
Days of Our Lives.
Oh yeah, I like Days of Our Lives. That'll be for like a show episode.
But it's a guilty pleasure.
It is.
You know?
I watch it every day. And Lizard's like
Everyone's slowly.
in the living room, and she glances at it.
The most the plot that's going on right now, and the plot that's happened before in like the last couple decades or so.
She swears up and down that she doesn't watch it, but then she'll come back and tell me all the crap that's going on in the show, and I don't care. I don't watch it. But she's just like, oh my God, can you believe this? And la la la. And I'm like,
Nicole's being a whore again.
Spoiler.
Okay, but
Not a spoiler.
you,
She is.
just listen. With her history, that could be like the past 30 years.
Sure.
what about everybody else? Guilty pleasures?
Character AI.
Oh my God, yeah. Right now, character AI has a hyperfixation on me.
She has made like 24 character AIs on there.
You're lowballing. You're
I
at
am-
66 right now.
That's crazy.
And there's like thousands of people who go and talk to these fake characters that she's made.
What is this?
It's you.
See, I don't understand.
Me either.
So they're basically, you create this character, you give them personality traits, and then you can talk to them. And
She goes in depth. She makes them like full fledged. Like you could it could be someone else role playing this person, and you.
So she's making an army that could take over the world.
they're not
Sure.
Skynet.
But
Jeez.
and they're all yandere to be people who murder you in the name of love.
Oh dear.
So like if they come to life and they're like all pledging their love for her and
They're trying to murder me. So you know what? That's fun because I fight back. I stab back.
What about you, Tiger?
I don't really have a whole lot that I do right now. It's mostly
you watch anime though. Like,
yeah, but it's not a guilty pleasure.
you binge watching a whole like a couple seasons in like 2 days with
I'm not the only one who does.
I feel like that'd be
So-
a guilty pleasure at that point.
But if you're gonna call me out for staying up late, I'm gonna call y'all for staying up late.
I can honestly say that one wasn't my fault because that was an anime I already watched. It was my roommate. I got her to watch So I'm a Spider, So What, which is honestly amazing because she hates spiders. But we binged the entire thing of like 20 some episodes in one night and didn't get stopped until almost 3 a.m.
Wow.
That's a guilty pleasure. So,
Yeah.
so that'd be.
We know mamas as sister wives.
It is. I am a little bit okay. For me, my obsession with it is trying to understand the the mental like how they come to these decisions, how they decide to do these things. You know what I mean? Like I don't know many women or men who could willingly share their spouse with other people.
And then not be like evolution with those people either.
Yeah. And so to me, it's more like a psychology thing, like trying to understand like how people live and how like I love anything British, like
Well,
called Midwife,
the Crown.
yeah, The Crown,
Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey,
Downtown
Did
Abbey.
you watch Bridgerton?
Bridgerton.
That's like connected to the Crown, I think.
Are gonna watch what was it right now? Queen Caroline.
Queen Charlotte.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
And I do not like any of those, by the way.
Bridgerton, is that the one that Queen Charlotte's based off of?
Yeah, I think
I'm bad with names, y'all.
I think that originally started the storyline.
Then yes, I am obsessed with that too. I watch all of them. And yeah, anything British and Sister Wives, that's my
Oh, also, this is both for a mom and sister. It's another show that I think they like peeling sunburns.
oh yeah.
It's a whole.
Yeah.
I don't understand the fascination. So like, and I burn.
The small sound of just the peeling and just be like, I gotta wash.
I burn more easily, just like Tiger. So like, I have sunburns usually every summer, even though I don't go out as much as they do. So like, every time I get sunburned, they're like,
Come here.
sister is like, come here, and then mom's like, no, I gave birth to this. I made this bite. I get to feel.
It's my best friend. Back off. Come here.
And then I usually choose mom because mom actually has nails and doesn't pinch me.
Haha. You
Tweezers.
win.
Fine. I know your guilty pleasure. It's manwas. I know you.
Yeah, I have dozens.
What is it?
Manhwa. So they're like online comics. They are comics made from novels that actually got turned into comic manga form.
Oh.
So, and I've dozens. There's dozens over there, and there's also dozens that I've stopped reading because they just got boring and repetitive.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird how like we all have our little things, but none of us have the same things? Like,
You and I used to.
okay, we'll talk about that whenever we do our TV and movie
Yeah.
episode, but
I like manwas, and I read them whenever I'm not fixated on something.
My
else.
big thing is that if you notice, a lot of theirs is like TV. I have trouble watching shows and movies. I can do it for long periods, and if it has, but unlike movies, comics, and books, if it gets to an uncomfortable part where it would usually cause me to have to like shut down from like even watching stuff for days, I could
just scroll past it.
yeah scroll past it. I don't have to be stuck watching like as most people know, anime usually comes from a manga, and in the mangas, I can just quickly go past the uncomfortable part. While in the anime, you have to watch it for the plot. Well, otherwise, I could just like skim read and not pay attention to the actual pictures.
Right. All right. Well, you guys, I think this was an awesome little, session hanging out.
Yeah.
And I like doing this because we get to learn more about each other too. It's stuff that we don't just sit and talk about normally.
We don't.
So I think that's a really cool thing. And if you guys have guilty pleasures or awesome summer plans or bad restaurant experiences or bad business experiences,
Let us know.
yeah, share that with us because we can totally relate. Y'all be safe out there, and I hope you guys come back again and see us soon. Bye, y'all.
Turn signals.